this with Teep, so be good to release because we also got songs together as well on these EPs. So yeah, be good.
You were writing before, bro. You were doing your thing. I remember from school. I remember you was that even earlier from like what senior years? Were you doing even before, like as a kid? What was the thing for you?
Not so much writing songs, poetry. Yeah.
Yo.
When I was a little kid, I used to love poetry. Yeah, just writing little poems and from English class. But I always done music, like guitar, band sort of stuff. It wasn't until I was like 17 until I started like making beats or trying to make beats and like trying to suss it out. And then just started making tracks from there at school. Yeah, so since then.
That's a cool thing for both of you that I remember well. It was like both of you would make use of what the school has to offer because there's a misconception there. You know, like it's easy to say that school sucks, but the resources and the people who are there don't. Yeah. You know, there's a system that I don't agree with and a lot of people don't. But the people working there, they want the best for the students. And we go for resources. We want to give good stuff. In Brazil, I didn't even know what the drum kit was. You know, it was not there. So like my parents put me on like the private classes so I could start playing. And then we had to fight because it was a Catholic school. So they could allow us to jam at the little parties that the school would have. So it was the opposite. It was not like, oh, let's do the charity concert. Nah, it was like, we want to play. Right? So when I remember both of you, like you guys were doing your thing, going to the studio. You were always there, tucked in the studio, you know, like where's Chance? Man, he's in the studio.
You know, I think I met Paea in the studio too, eh?
And you got back to school, right, Paea? Wasn't it? Like you stopped for, is that right?
Because I came back from Auckland and then I went back to that school.
Yes.
Mercury Bay.
But you also made good use.
Yeah, I like being in the studio and stuff and tried to record some music on my own.
Challenging on your own?
Yeah, I guess it is now that I know, like, now that he's helping out. But, like, when I was doing it, it was super fun and I enjoyed it. It was just a way to, like, express myself, I guess.
And can I just say, what school did you go to in Auckland? And
Aotearoa College.
Yeah, it's pretty
only for a year, though.
Yeah, what did you do up there? I heard it was pretty hard out. Like kaupapa Māori type stuff?
Oh, yeah. So it was like basically, I think I've told you about it before anyway. Like it's alternative learning, Māori school basically. And like they have a different curriculum to the normal mainstream school. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was quite good for me. Like I learned way more and we didn't learn based on credits. Like, so that I think that helped too. And then like there's a lot of other Māori aspects too, like Māori teachers, and we would do Kapa Haka and they'd say things in Māori, and you know, that was cool.
Yeah. What about you, bro? You school. I don't remember if we chatted much about your school time. I don't know if these guys know that stuff.
School was a nightmare for me, guys. Jeez. Nah, actually, I started off rough, just because home was rough, but I think I decided to try and stick in there because no one, like, I think I said it on the last show actually, was I got 13 siblings, but none of them at the time made it through school. So that was, you got to do it. You got to make it through. Yeah, so I stuck in there. I just tried to do stuff that I didn't hate, you know, like handball. Nah, rugby was a big one that kept me at school. I actually didn't do any music at school. I wish I had of, you know.
Was it available?
Yeah, it was available. Oh, I think it just wasn't the kind of music I wanted to do, you know. Yeah. We were doing, we were playing.
The recorder?
The recorder. There's this thing called a melodica. I don't know if anyone's even heard of it, a melodica. Yeah. It's like a flute with my brother got pretty good at it, you know, but I didn't like it. I didn't want to play it. He got pretty good at it, but nah, I just wasn't my vibe. And I think it just comes down to the teacher and having a connection with the teacher. Like you, when you teach, like you got good connections with. I mean, you know, obviously with Chance and Paea and you know, your mahi in the school, and I think connection is key.
Yep.
Yeah, I just didn't have that in that space, so knocked the music at school. Yeah.
So, I guess a big chunk of our audience will be locals, people who know you guys.
Yeah.
But because our platform is growing, a lot of people might not know who you guys are and what the project that we're talking about is all about. So can you take me through the journey of the chats that we're having here, and then also Tipene's role, like in what's happening?
Do you want to go first?
You go first.
Okay.
Very polite, I like that.
So I have an album coming out, and Chance also has an album coming out on the 2nd of December. We've been working on this for about a couple of years now. Well, I have. My album's taken a while. But I've basically been working with Teeps for a couple of years, and me and Chance have been working together, having a couple shows. But we're finally releasing our music, which is cool, and yeah, got some collabs. I'm on his album and he's on mine, and Teeps might be appearing as well. So yeah.
Let's drop the bomb, bam.
No,
They
muck around.
They already mean, like, they don't need features. They already there. Chauncey's already there to Paea smacking it. So anyway, yeah, go.
Well, yeah, we got a project on the way. It's been some time that we've been putting into this music, and it's only grown so much, and it's been awesome, the journey, and the space with Teeps. You know, before we had this, I was quite lost in that sort of music, like especially being from a small town around here. It's hard to find people like-minded like yourself that want to make hip-hop music. So when Teeps came through, it was a blessing, straight up. It was such a blessing.
The man, G.
I tell the bro all the time, like, I think my old man was more stoked about it than I was, straight up. Because I didn't really know much, but I always heard my uncles in there talk about Teeps, like, fuck. And then when I got to tell them I was working with them, they were blown away. So yeah, it's been an awesome journey, but this project is special, straight up.
Drop the name, bro. What's the name?
The name of the project is called Find Your Way, and it's pretty much just that. It's well, for myself, the trials and tribulations I've been through growing up, becoming a parent, becoming a father.
Sorry, so that happened while you were in the...
Yeah. So through all these things that I was going through, and, you know, just trying to paint a picture of it all and my journey and to where I'm at now. And, yeah, that's why the project is called Find Your Way, because it was pretty much me finding my way to where I'm at now. Yeah. So yeah, it's quite special, and I'm real grateful and blessed to have these guys with me, and the things that I learned from them, and, you know, the inspiration they give me to carry on and do what I do. Just, yeah, real thankful, and yeah, this project's gonna be special. Yeah.
No mucking around here. When is the release, Tipene? Let's just say it now and say at the end, so we get...
December 2, we're at the Monkey House, you know, with a few monkeys. No, that's going to be the release. We're going to have some hard copies available only at the show, and then the online stuff you'll find out. You just, you know, suss out C, which is C with 2 3s and a Y.
C with 2 3s and a Y.
And Paea Seasons, right? We'll keep you up to date because they're really sharp with that. They're really on top with that.
Sharp.
So sharp. Yeah. Sharp as a basketball. But hey, you can only get sharper. You know, I mean, we all got heaps to learn. Stuff's changing all the time in terms of releases and what music looks like. And name of your...
It's called Seasons. Yep. I guess I have to talk about my album. I guess, like, when I was listening to it, and, like, by the end of recording all the music, I guess you could say, like, it's a bit of like a self-love kind of album. Like, I think all the songs you could kind of relate it back to like loving yourself or, you know, loving other people. So I guess my album could be about love.
Positive.
Yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed making all the music, and it's cool having Chance there, because like we can make, I think it elevates my music, and I like to think that I elevate his music as well.
Definitely.
But yeah, it's been a really cool journey, and I actually can't wait to like release it, because I think once I get this out, like I'll have space in my head to create new things. Cool. And I feel like I've definitely evolved, and I think Chance has evolved, and even Teeps has like evolved from like the last album that he's released as well. So I think I'm evolving.
That's an interesting thing. It's similar, obviously different scale, but like when we put a magazine out, when we put Coramind out,
which is dope, by the way.
Whoop, whoop.
Killing it over there.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So when people get the magazine and they're talking about the magazine, I already forgot what's there, because I'm 2 months ahead.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm already thinking what's coming up. So I guess like with music and writing, same with you, bro. You were telling me, I went to Australia, I smashed new songs. Yeah. And then like your mind is in the new songs right now.
Absolutely.
But people talk and ask about what you were doing. So the creative space is interesting, like how you navigate all those things.
I just want to say, like, touch on what Paea was saying about evolving. People think that it's just me, helping it, but it's not. It's actually goes. I learned just as much from Paea and from Chance that I just didn't even think about. Didn't even consider, because art is one of those things that forever, like you're always learning. If you think you know it all, then that's where it stops. I think I've learned just as much from Paea, how she approaches music, how Chance writes, and I think. I feel like they've got the ability to channel emotions, which is huge in music. It's not just making noise and, just kind of saying what's on your mind. It's actually connecting with what you're saying, and and it's actually the recording sessions, when we're in the recording mode, and I've kind of pushed this thing about listening with your heart rather than looking at it and going, it looks all right, because no one listens to music with their eyes, unless it's a music video, which we'll be working on. Couple but you know what I mean, like it's easy to sort of get in the trap of what you think. Like, I think it's actually, no, what do you feel? What are you feeling? Do you believe what you're saying? Do you can you listen to this and go, yeah, actually I'm in that space? And I think over the time that I've worked with Paea and with Chance, they've learned how to gauge that. They know where they're, when they're hitting and when they're like, nah, bolt, that ain't it. Yeah. And you gotta, and it doesn't matter how many tries it takes. It's about capturing that moment when you first wrote it, and and that translates into the performance of it as well. Because my approach, and I don't know if it's everyone's approach, is you approach that, you record it like you're gonna perform it. Well, it is a performance, but you get artists that will record it in a certain way, and then come out and perform it in a whole different way, which is cool if it elevates the song. But if the song is already hitting, and you're doing something else energy wise, it's confusing, like And I just think that I feel like both Paea and Chance have honed that, and we're gonna bring that on December the 2nd. Sure. Yeah, Monkey House.
Bro, what makes again, a lot of people know, but a lot of people don't know, what makes so special the production process? Can you take us through where these guys are recording and what's your role?
Well, we're recording in a container. It's probably the most unlikely looking studio that I've ever seen.
It's bangy.
Yeah, we annoyed the neighbours too. Sorry about that. But there's a purpose. We're not just making. Well, Chance just loves bass, and Paea just wants everything to slap. So that containers can't contain that much when we're on fire. But it's a container. We put an air conditioning unit in it. Thank you to Whitianga Social Services. They've given us space and time really to create, and really grateful for that. But they understand what's happening in terms of these young leaders and what they can do for the community, even further than that, because music can stretch right across the world, as you know. So yeah, I mean, the immediate family will be getting supported in some way, or they'll be getting uplifted in what Paea and Chance have been writing about. But it goes beyond that, and music's here forever. It's here forever. It's a great way to convey love.
Rock up to a container, Paea. Next minute you got a song. What an experience! An album.
Yeah.
Yo. It's a special space, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cool. Like I think it's cool that we have the opportunity to do this. Like I don't know anybody else that would give us the time and the space to do this stuff. Like I really appreciate it. Like without Teeps, I wouldn't be doing this, and without Chance, my music would probably still be a bit shit. But I really appreciate like all this all that Teeps has done for us. Yeah.
See, that's what I mean. She's like, what I've done for you. You actually done a lot for me too.
Yeah.
You got to understand that your courage and your resilience inspires me hard out. Like when you push through things, just life things, daily things. Same with Chance. Like that when you turn up and you're just ultra focused, and that's what it takes out there to achieve any damn thing. And and I give them advice or anything that it's just only from my own experience, but they'll go out and use everything and then add more stuff and then come back, and I'm just like, fuck, you came back with that. Damn, like, like a proud uncle. Yeah.
Chance, what was the, I guess a few changes, but from when you were doing your thing, you were not a father, and then you found out it's a boy, right?
Yeah.
Now you got a boy. How old is he?
He is 9 months.
9 months.
Yeah.
So
big.
can you take me through the emotional roller coaster and adaptation with? How old are you, bro?
23.
23.
Yeah. So yeah, it was crazy when I first found out. Yeah, a lot of emotions going on. Just trying to figure it out, figure myself out. It's a big thing to happen. But
is your father present? Have you got your father around?
Yeah. It's been amazing. It's been amazing seeing him grow, and before, last year or before I had him a couple years ago, I wouldn't even know that I would be a father right now, I didn't expect it. It just happened. But the biggest thing that it done for me is that I feel like it gave me purpose, Like when I write from a different place. That's how I feel. When I was making this album, these songs were coming from somewhere else, from a place of love. And especially the song Sun on the album.
Banger.
Yeah. It talks about all of that. It talks about the emotions and the lead up and how I felt, Am I good enough? Am I worthy enough? All of these sort of things. But now how time has come and where I'm at now, I feel blessed, Yeah, and it just made me step up and, yeah.
Have you got some sleep? Have you been sleeping?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yes!
He is awesome.
So
Straight
far.
up. It's just in the mornings, he wakes up early, so yeah, I gotta get up early. Yeah, but it's been amazing, bro. Straight up, life changing, and just proud,
And you got the funnel around, the supportive funnel.
Yep. So my partners, mom and dad, they're awesome. They help us a lot, especially her mom. Very grateful for her. My dad and my stepmom and my mom are there, and it's just all love. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Can I just touch on when Chance turned up with this song? I don't know if you were there. I feel like you were there, Paea, but Chance came. He was like, man, I got this idea for a song, and we just turn on the mic and let him loose. And man, like I just remember feeling like, whoa, this is powerful. The song "Son" is powerful. There's you know, there's millions of new dads out there, young dads out there that will be feeling everything that the bro is saying. You know, I know that when I first had my first son, you know, I can relate to it big time, and like the way the poetry thing must help, bro. Like the early stage poetry stuff, because you're like there with them, you know. Like that's hip hop storytelling is at its best. Yeah, man. You got to listen to the song "Son." And you obviously got to come to the show and get a hard copy because you know, one-offs.
One-offs.
So for
Yeah. It just makes me proud. Like, you know, I got goosebumps when I first heard what you were saying, and I just remember the power of it, and I knew what it can do. I know what it can do out there, and the world's better off with a song like that.
Thank you, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
powerful. Nice. Te Paea, on the other side, you also went through some things that happened to the whānau. And if you want to talk about, if you don't mind, and if you don't mind telling us what happened and how that became a part of what you're creating now, how you turned that into something creative.
At the start of the year, in March, I lost my sister to suicide, which was, fucking sucks hard. Like, there's so many people in New Zealand that died of suicide, and a lot of kids and a lot of Māori people die by suicide. And, it was just hard because it was my sister, and I was like, fuck, like, this doesn't happen to this happens to other people, not us. And then, it definitely was really hard for my family and me. Like, we were close as. Sorry for the swearing, but we were close as, it was pretty hard. But to raise awareness and also to raise some funds for suicide, we did like a run. I did like a run for a month, and Teeps joined in, and a few other people joined in. We did 5K and chants and stuff, and we did some runs and stuff in class, and we raised about $6,000 or just over over $6,000. It was cool as, and
another one a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yeah, and we just did another one a couple of weeks ago, which was like a raffle, and I think we raised like $3,500 for that one too, which is cool because like I really love supporting I Am Hope and Gumboot Friday because they do like really good things, and if I can help somebody else like go through counselling and not have to, go through that, then I'm all for it.
Nice.
And on that note, yesterday we went up to, a couple of weeks ago, Mike came down for a talk.
Mike King.
Yeah, Mike King, who, he runs I Am Hope.
Yeah, it's his,
yeah.
Basically, it starts with him.
Yeah. But he came down and had a talk. You were there.
Yeah.
It was really cool, and because there wasn't too much of us, like it was cool, and it was a bit like it was nice and intimate. But I ended up having like a 2-second chat with him. And he basically asked if I wanted a job, and I was like, yeah, I want a job. I was like, yeah, hard, I want a job. Like, that'd be, because I'd already had a few conversations with Teeps about like how I would really want to get into, I guess, mental health and helping people in that area. And then yesterday we went up and had a bit of a yarn with him, and we sussed out the details, and I'll be moving up there in January. Yeah.
Whoa. There's a lot of revelations in this show here tonight. Wow.
But it's super cool. Like, I'm so happy that I can
can you talk about the role? Like what it involves?
So
ambassador.
Yeah, I guess I like Hope ambassador. So I'll be helping talk to kids in schools and stuff about.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
awesome.
awesome.
So cool, yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
did you say Auckland?
Yes.
Woo.
Yeah. But I'm super excited about that. Like, it's an awesome opportunity, and I think it'll be good for me.
Especially when you can take an EP under your arm, you know, like especially when you can be in the city with something to show, to present, because a lot of connections, a lot of people will be around.
Well, there's a song, a particular song on that EP.
Oh yeah, it's called If I Only Knew. That's dedicated to my sister. I guess the whole album's kind of dedicated to her because, you know, we were pretty close, and I like when I used to make music, she was always like the first person that I would show. So yeah, I want to like dedicate this album to her. And also my dad, who passed away I think like a couple months ago now. Yeah, it's been he was quite sick for a little bit, so it was coming, but
big year.
Yeah,
big year,
pretty. Honestly, pretty fucking shit year.
Pretty
Not gonna
shit,
lie.
yeah.
But we're going out with a bang. We're gonna release this album. It's gonna be great. You know, out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Wow, what a roller coaster, to Paea.
But like, that's life. You know, like
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a cool thing about you when we invited you to co-host Altbays right at the start, and we were like, man, Paea got this thing of understanding concepts that a lot of people understand, but they don't know how to apply. You know, it's very easy to say, oh, you gotta be positive, you know, like this is just life. But then you're suffering the hell out of it, you know, like you always seem to be someone who understand the concept and work towards making it work for you. You know, like not just saying, but like it looks like you're actually tapping into those emotions and understanding them. That's why creating, writing, singing, smashing punch bags or whatever, how do you call it? Kicking, because that's another thing that we haven't touched on yet, but people who listen to the show know you're pretty into your fitness, right?
Yeah,
so things
I think we've
go
all gotten
together.
into our
All of
fitness
you
over
guys,
the-
all of
over
you
the year,
guys.
though.
Yes.
It's been cool.
Are you still dedicating some time to that?
I'm still working out, like in the gym. Like we've all been working out and stuff, trying to get some muscles for the summer.
We're trying to catch up to Paea. Smoking us.
Need some shoulders like those.
I haven't really been doing too much kickboxing or jiu-jitsu. Like I just haven't been putting time towards it, to be honest. But I still really enjoy it, and it's super fun. And I still teach the the kids jiu-jitsu at Evolution Fitness, and that's super fun. It's actually really rewarding, though I never want to have a child still. I actually really love the classes, so yeah, it's cool.
Did you listen to what he just said?
I heard that.
Happened.
Yes.
Not about.
It was so great.
Right from a different place.
No, I don't want to be changed that way. It's all right.
Shout out to Billy and Buddy, by the way, right?
Yeah. They're like means like honestly, I love Billy and Buddy. They've done so much for me as well. Like they're awesome people, and they give to the community so much. And I think they do so much for the community, and just people, you know, that come into the gym. Like having that facility here, like I know that it helps a lot of people, like mentally as well, because like it helps me mentally, and I think everyone else could say the same. Like, you know, when you work out, I think it would, you know, because it helps me clear my head, but then it also, you know, if I look better, then I feel better, and then, you know, that helps as well. So
shout out to Evolution Fitness.
And the Hunter Fane. Yeah, man, these are awesome. Hey, you look after all of us, you know, and then, I'm with you on that one, sis.
Well, I guess a natural progression for you guys is to put the word out there, play more gigs, go to different places. And that leads me to the people that are actually touring and doing some cool things out there. Sir, what's going on? You just came back from a cool one.
Yeah, South by Southwest Sydney. I didn't know a thing about it before I went. I got to be honest, like I didn't know what that meant. It sounded like a gang, South by Southwest side. And I was like, what? And they're like, hey, you know about this thing? And it was just from doing a workshop. I did a workshop here for a leadership camp for a lady who asked me because, you know, it was convenient. So I was like, yeah, I'll go and do it. And then I found out this lady's pretty important in the music industry, and she just said, hey, do you know about this? No. So Te Māngai Pāho, shout out to Te Māngai Pāho, who are Te Reo Māori agency. They put out Te Reo Māori content, so they supported us, quite a few of us, about 30 of us, to get over there and represent Aotearoa at the Aotearoa house, and we took Sydney over for a good 3 solid days. There's heaps of us on the show. Swizzle was on their show.
Swizzle, shout
I know
out.
he's been on the show.
Yeah, man.
And there was a whole bunch of us, and there was a whole Kapa Haka group there after what had happened in the Gadigal country, Gadigal land. Gadigal was the name of the people there, the indigenous tangata whenua. With the referendum and all of that went down, and I just couldn't believe it. What's happening over there? It's just not right, So we were over there, and we felt that in my mind. We felt that pain in the whenua. And I was there for 8 days, and I challenged myself to write a song a day, just of whatever I was feeling at the time. And yeah, came back with 8 new songs. I haven't shared all of them yet with these ones, but they're probably the first to hear things, because we're just like this little, 18 now, and I really respect what Chances, thinks or feels about something. Same with the Paea, because I know we're on the frequency. They understand what I'm trying to do, and it keeps me on my toes. It keeps me fresh. It keeps me wanting to, what was the word you used? Evolve. Grow. I pretty much was scheduled to do 1 show, but I ended up doing 6 shows. Few of them were unannounced, but that's cool, because we ain't mucking around. We gotta go over there and make it happen. And some of those bars were a little bit blown away with the approach, because I says, look, I don't want to come all the way over here and just drink beer and watch. Like, I'll come to represent Aotearoa. So I knew that some of those bars had gaps, like where they had the act and there was 20 minutes, background music type buzz. And I was like, 20 minutes, eh? Well, I've got a 15-minute set. Nothing's happening anyway. I think once the first bar sort of was like, oh man, no, you don't go up there. I mean, like, we've got a schedule, we've got to stick to it. Da. But I just says, look, if I'll play 1 song, if I'm whack, just cut me off and just play your background music. Yeah.
No one did.
No. And shout out to Swizzle Jaeger. He was there the whole time, and he was just like, bro. And then they all just started following suit. And they ended up jumping up too, and Te Kuru jumped up. It was cool, especially the last show when Chance the Rapper was there. And we saw the future of Australian hip-hop. This young kid named Ikabi, he must be 12. He just went up and just murdered it, man. He jumped up on the stage, and we couldn't even see him. He wasn't even tall enough. We were like, who's on the stage, man? Like, this little kid. And Chance the Rapper was just like, man, you got to hear this kid, Ikabi. And he just jumped up and smoked it, and we were like, damn. The future of Australian hip-hop we saw that night. So
hip-hop is a beautiful thing because it doesn't lose strength, It keeps renewing itself, like some genres you see big changes in people who are old school, let's say, starts to dislike a little bit. Like, it's very common to get like old school classic rock fans saying, rock and roll nowadays is not this, but hip hop doesn't have that. You might not like what's new, but there's no disrespect. There's always like, no, it's alive. It's a movement before anything else, Yeah,
straight up. KRS-One says, hip hop, hip meaning, the new trend. What's the new hip thing? Like, it's the old saying, what's the hip new thing that you're doing? And hop, being a movement, or, so the conscious movement, being aware of the movement, it's always going to be changing. It's always going to be changing. And Chance the Rapper, this is crazy because it's got a rapper named Chance, but he's probably better. He's probably better now. I'm going to be biased because, but the idea was Chance the Rapper says hip-hop is a tool of the oppressed, so it's the uprising of the people. It's what we've created, what has been created for us to have a voice and to express, however that may be, movement, DLT, shout out to DLT. This is expression right here. This is hip hop, You know, the MC. There's so many ways. There's so many. It's a culture in itself, and I think that's why Māori in Pacifica people, we do it so naturally because it's, you know, there's so many things with hip hop that align with who we are as a people and what we've been doing for generations, you know. So, yeah, hip hop is a beautiful thing, and it's gonna forever be changing. It ain't going nowhere. If anything, it's going everywhere. It ain't going nowhere. Did I just say two different things? Yeah,
I think you got it right.
Well,
so.
It's here to stay, is what I'm trying to
It's
say.
here to stay for,
For sure.
Resistance, in a way.
Yeah.
It's resistance, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's always someone ready to oppress us.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't matter where you are, man. Unfortunately, there will be a motherfucker there. So gotta be resistance, you know, like gotta be aware of that all the time. Unfortunately, we don't want it to be like that. But hey,
You killed them with love.
with art, with love. Yes, yes. What are you guys listening to? What's playing? What's on the playlist? Don't say Tipene. We know that.
Yeah, but the Teeps.
I wouldn't guarantee that I'm on their playlist, but I kind of hope I am. Yeah.
The Teeps. Oh, we hear it every Monday, so.
Yeah, I'm like that.
We hear him live.
Exclusives. I don't know,
I don't even have a playlist. How bad is that?
No, it's not bad.
I just like listen to everything that's in my
Good.
library. I'm really bad. Like I don't necessarily listen to an artist. I'll just have like a favorite song, and then I'll just listen to it until I hate it, and then I'll find another song. I'm
Yeah,
so
straight
bad.
up.
Like even when I'm working out,
What
I'll
are you
just
listening to now until you hate
I
it?
don't really have a song at the moment,
Right,
so
okay.
it's kind of just anything, I guess, right now. But I like a little bit of R&B, a little bit of rock, a little bit of hip hop. I like hip hop and like kind of what would you say, like D&B and a little bit of house when I'm working out, because it's just kind of like a little bit more upbeat. And then maybe when I'm just relaxing out, a bit of R&B, a little bit of reggae. I like reggae, a lot of
Nice,
reggae,
there you go.
especially the New Zealand bands. I think we've got mean reggae artists here.
Yep.
I definitely want to get into like a band. So if anybody is looking for a singer, any camera around here, if anybody's
Which
looking
one?
for a
Which one
singer,
is Tapaya? This
Yeah.
one here, Taylor,
This one?
behind me. Is that the one? This one here. Go
yeah,
Tapaya.
if anybody's looking for a singer, I'm available. So hit me
Yeah.
up. I think it's cool, like playing in a band. It's
amazing.
a different vibe,
Yes.
like, and I think when you perform too,
Yeah.
it looks better as well. Like, I don't know, I'm not the best at. I think if I got better at holding the stage by myself, I wouldn't have to rely on a band. But I definitely would enjoy performing with a band. I think it'd be cool.
Man,
Yeah.
wow. I guess your mailbox will be pumping
Yeah,
after
some of
this,
the
all the
musicians.
musicians. Whoa.
Hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah. Chance, so you're the same, bro. You just try to go to different places, or you have artists and genres that you tap more into?
Oh, yeah, same. Like, I go through phases. I can listen to heaps of rap sometime and then just get bored of it. And then reggae, whatever. I like to listen to all the genres. But, yeah. J. Cole probably be the one, eh? A lot of that playing, a lot of Bob Marley playing. Even a bit of Metallica, eh?
Yeah.
Just having a bit of that.
Yeah,
Just
man.
whatever. They gotta keep switching it up, eh? Otherwise it gets boring. But yeah, a lot of R&B lately. There's something different, eh? A lot of the new sort of rap. It's awesome, but there's no like feel in it, you know. It's sort of all sounds similar. You can't really tell a difference, and nobody's really saying anything almost.
Is trap, when people say trap, is it the oh shit,
Drill.
did I touch it there? Like, what, is that a thing?
Yes, sir.
Because in Brazil, it's the biggest thing ever. It's just like massive, and I don't know if I can identify it. Is it just like fast beats, like those rhymes that you cannot even cope with it? Like, what is it all about? Is it the speed? What's the flow?
Is
with
it the
trap?
Aussie rap?
That's true.
No, that's true.
Yeah, it's drill. Drill music. I think it comes from America, right?
Yeah, well,
Oh, UK.
the UK.
Yeah.
the UK.
Grunge. No, what's that?
Grime.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
grime,
Grunge.
It's probably just a new wave, eh? It was just a new wave when it dropped, 1-4 drop, and then everyone starts making that sort of music. But yeah.
It's delivered quite fast. Am I right to say that?
Yeah, that's the energy of it is hectic. You know,
I still listen to it.
Yeah,
If I'm in
sure
the
there's
mood.
value. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, it's got a lot of like good for workout songs.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
if you're
Training
doing
music.
something handies or
Yeah.
you know I think it's in terms of a concert, those drill concerts go nuts, man. They're like almost like heavy metal concerts.
Energy.
The crowd there is just yeah. That's what I've seen. The
Yeah.
crowd going crazy. I'm like, whoa, what is that hip hop? Yeah, right.
What I would say about it is, other than that, I think I love the energy of it. I love like performance-wise and like watching them and the crowd and all of that. I think it's quite limited when it comes to flow, because you know you can only do so much flow-wise on beats like that. And yeah, I mean, I like listening to new stuff, and actually, Paea and Chance always play new stuff to me, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh. Like, so they keep my sort of palette fresh as well. You know, they probably don't know that, but I do have a listen and go, oh yeah, is that what? Oh yeah, that's interesting. So I'm always listening to new stuff. I still think I agree with Paea in terms of our music here, our bands here, like rock bands and like, you know, our LAB like Quarter. I still like them more. You know, I still think that they just connect better, and although they've got all those elements of what it sounds like and the energy, they actually have stories within their songs, and I think that's what I must look for, or what captures me as a writer. Like, because you know, I'm thinking about, what's that song we're listening to up the way to Auckland, that Quarter song, that
Delivery Man.
Delivery
is it
Man,
that?
yeah, and he's talking about, yeah, I'm your kid's father, and you know, it's quite a captivating story. It's like the postman, you know, like getting in, and I was just like, I don't think I've listened to this song properly, and I was like,
no, it's crack up. I like it.
There's
Yeah.
a story.
Yeah.
Story.
But I like it because it sounds great. He's got a great voice. Is it Fran on that one? I don't know if it's Fran or
Francis.
Lawton.
I think so.
Yeah,
He's a medium.
We're working on it.
yeah, do it,
On
bro.
it. Yeah.
And
Well,
then-
he's very good friends with Hori, right? So
Oh, bro,
we'll
he's
make
the
it work.
best of friends with the bro.
Man.
Yeah, and I really listened to it sort of properly in the story behind it, because it does sound great. It's got all those things that other songs have, like great songs have, but the story within their song, you know, just for example, I was like, man, that's cool. You know, how they were able to, put you right there, and you're like, damn, this dude is actually quite cheeky, you know, like on what he's doing. Like, the song is a song, you know, whether it happened or in real life or not is up to your imagination, really. But I really enjoy that about songwriting, actually being able to put someone into a story, and
Obviously, of course, we got a few people watching us, of course, and we got DJ Danny saying, "Hey, looks good. It's all good," because Taylor was asking if the live stream was all good. So DJ Danny Ill.
Oh, Danny Ill. What up, bro? Christchurch, the man.
Yeah, man, is in the house. And Mr. Swizzle, of course. Swizzle Jäger. Trap and mumble rap go hand in hand. That's Swizzle.
Yeah, I can hear him saying that. They're cousins.
And then Taylor asked, how is Papa Moa? And he said, Papa Moa is beautiful. Sam, the delivery man.
That's the one, Sam, the delivery man.
Swizzle is on it. Swizzle, can I talk about your visit to the Coromandel soon? Let me know, bro, and I'll make up like for that special thing that is happening. But let me know if I can. What I like, and unfortunately I don't see much going on. I don't know, things change, but like that early 90s flow of, I'm a big fan of a Tribe Called Quest.
Oh yeah, same.
That delivery, I just love that delivery of rapping. It's just like, it's involving, you know. Sometimes you're not even paying much attention to the lyrics, but just that thing of
It like makes you move though.
it gets you, you know. So again, I respect new stuff, and I cannot generalize because maybe there are amazing stuff out there, but I just miss a good groovy tune.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro.
Yeah, man. So that's my jam. That's my jam. But hey, gotta cater for everyone, right? Say it to Paea. You want to say something like?
No.
Yeah, just ask her a question. She's like great with answering. things.
Te Paea is great to be bouncing. That's a cool hoodie, by the way.
Yeah, I got it for free. But also, it's like it is quite cool. Yeah, we on the way out we grabbed a couple. We got given a couple things and super cool and yeah.
Thank you, Mike King.
Cool. What does it say? These boots are made for talking, which is awesome.
And that's awesome. Just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna talk all over you. You don't know this song?
No.
Hey, different generation.
I've heard. Who's that by?
It's a classic, so that's cool. Anyone in the room?
You don't even
These
know
boots
who
are
it's
made
by.
for walking.
Well, off the top. I tagged you in it anyway. You can check the song out on my story.
Okay.
A lot of people recorded that song, right? I'm sure
Yeah.
there's like many, but yeah, it's a cool classic. It's an old school classic. We got more. I just want to say a big thank you. First of all, Base Pizzeria for bringing some kai. Did you guys enjoy that pizza?
Yeah, yum.
Bang.
Solid.
Our bro Henry.
Yeah, what's up, H?
Yo, spin some rhymes as well. The bro drop some
He's
lines.
got some. Man, you gonna get him on the show?
We're working on it. He's a busy man, but we want
He
to.
is
Yeah,
actually,
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen for sure.
You got to get him on here, bro.
Yes. So if you are coming to the Coromandel, make sure to stop at Base Pizzeria. Have some beautiful kai there. It's at Base Fitzy. I'm pretty sure that's the social media. Taylor's gonna check for me. But yeah, and tonight we have the pleasure to have Karen McLeod in the studio taking some beautiful shots of the team.
Yeah. Thank
So
you.
we got her on the screen as well. KarenMcLeodphotography.com. Beautiful photography winner. So many prizes recently. So many awards that you scored. Lots.
Cool.
What was the latest one? The one that they sent by mail and you posted the little.
The Matariki Wahine
Yes.
portrait. Yes.
Say it again so I can say it on the mic.
Matariki Wahine.
Matariki Wahine. And that was a prize for, it was a New Zealand one or it was international? Serbia, bro. International. All right. Altbays and Karen
Man.
McLeod. Yow. So make sure to check
Serbia's.
KarenMcLeodphotography.com. Beautiful work. I love the models that you find, all about the tattoos. And not just, but I love how you are passionate about that. And Karen also was a guest on the Altbays show. So if you want to check that, it was show 98, I think.
This guy, he's the man. How do you remember that?
Oh man.
Done like a billion shows.
Yeah. I'm doing some homework. I'm working
Man,
on it.
bro.
I'm working on it. So thank you, Karen. Yes, team. This is fun. I love the thing that you said about the band, Te Paea. Tipene, who was a cool artist that you saw on those festivals or when you were in Sydney that stood out for you? Who is the new wave? Who is coming strong there, man?
Good question. There was an R&B artist I met over. Let's use a few of them. One of them was it Paea? I thought she was Australian, but I was like, man, that chick looks Māori. And with a name like Paea, I was just like, when I asked her if she was Māori, she's like, yeah, I'm from the far north. And man, she sounded like gold. She's pretty cool. Juju Lips.
Cool name.
Yeah, I remember that because this was a nickname that we all got called. Juju Lips. But she, I'm not sure what her nationality is, but she does a lot of Afrobeat type raps, and she had a pretty hectic energy. Who else stood out? Masbo Q. He does the MC stuff online. He's got like he's got like a Instagram channel where he breaks down lyrics, and he's like the rap science dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good dude too. And I was just like, it was refreshing to sort of see someone not just rapping, but actually knowing exactly what, like a real, I wouldn't say technical, but everything is purposeful, and he had a band, and he was just killing it off. Split It were over there. Mellow Downs, he's always laying, putting it down. I just think the scene right now is pretty cool, and it's good. It's competitive in a cool way too, because when you see where everyone's at, you're like, wow, that's the bar, you know. That's what I need to be hitting, and I'm always trying to push to get the best out of myself and what I'm doing, and you know, seeing new, not new artists, but actually seeing their new songs and their feeling their energy. It actually inspires me to sort of, you know, push even harder from what I'm trying to achieve for myself, you know, musically and for our people as well, you know. Aotearoa to the world.
How is the industry for artists at the moment? I guess when you came out with West Side Hori, was that your first single? It was.
Probably, yeah.
What year was that?
2012. I want to say 2012.
2012.
I feel like it's 2012. Yeah.
Different industry.
Yeah.
Different way of dealing with album sales and gigging.
I think it was kind of like the beginning of that whole streaming buzz, because YouTube was still major at that time. If you had 10,000 YouTube views, you were the man. I was just like, oh, hey. You know, CDs and that had already kind of hard copies, but man, that's coming back. People are making vinyls, and like, you know, like Decepticons just released a vinyl. Troy King's got I don't know how many vinyls, but vinyls are back, man, and they're selling really well. And they're expensive, you know, they ain't like some $20 buzz. They're like up there 50, 60, 70.
If not more.
You know, Ricky Paul, I think he did this thing where he had like a mad hustle, and he was getting like $300 a record, and I'm like, bro, he's the man. Like, but it was limited edition. It was he just, yeah, social media and the way you use it, it can be a weapon, but it also, you can shoot yourself in the foot with it too. So, you know, it's heavy. You got to be everything as an artist. You got to be able to, you know, you can't just be good at music. That's actually the easy part when it comes to music, because it's already in you. When you capture it, you're like, okay, so how do I get to the people now? And people are feeble in terms of their stickability, unless you're like, you got super fans that just will follow you to the death, you know. And you know, those are the most important ones. Yep. That you know, you must service and have music coming out all the time. People just forget, man. You know, just forget. You know, if you don't have an online presence, doesn't even matter how dope you are. It shouldn't be the way it is, but it is. You know, and there's so much music out there in the world. I think they said, like, what was it, 20,000 songs per day uploaded to Spotify per day. How do you make your stuff stand out? I think the number's actually a lot bigger than that. And then you think, wow, you know, you're in the ocean of songs, regardless of which day you release it. How do you stand out? Got to have videos, man. Got to have videos. You got to have content. You got to have online presence. You know, although radio and TV are still
relevant, eh?
They're still relevant.
Yeah.
They just don't have as much power now.
Yeah.
And there's so many things like out there on the online that you can watch and school yourself up.
That's right.
If you're an artist, there's a lot of useful things. There's a lot of not very useful things either. But being a dope artist is not enough by itself. You know?
How is the relationship with your phone, Chance? You and your phone.
Hated it. I drop it too many times.
On purpose?
Yeah, not the best, but can be better.
Yeah.
Could be better, yeah.
But knowing how to use it, eh?
Yeah. I think, you know, sometimes when you're releasing stuff and you do stuff, putting stuff out, you have a good run. But if you don't have anything to put out, then it stops you. Momentum closes. So I've done that. Like, I've had music and I put it out and it's been good, but then I stop and it loses momentum because you know, I don't know, stuff happens, whatever. But yeah, could be better anyway.
Te Paea?
Yeah. Like, on what sense do you mean? Like, do I play on my phone a lot, or do I post?
Well, we talked a lot about that before.
I play on my phone a lot.
Yeah. So like, I think that balance, because for me, what I'm feeling is that like now that it's part of our lives, especially with the business. Yeah. Right. So I'm constantly checking my phone.
Yeah, I am.
But I must say, a solid percentage is memes, I'm having a laugh.
Yeah.
Because come on,
I know.
what are you doing? Why are you doing this to us, internet? Like some things are just too funny, and I'm like, damn, I should be sleeping, but I'm having a great laugh, sharing
yeah.
names with friends.
Yeah, hard.
But finding that great balance of like getting the work right. So now our social medias are prolific, you know, like things are working. And for you guys as upcoming artists, as people who are like climbing the ladder, gotta get it right. Gotta have an understanding of it. Do you feel like you're making sense of this new world? Because we had a beautiful artist who came here, Nocturnus. So she's all about the burlesque performance, kind of like a horror style, but like pretty cool. And she said something that stuck with me. She was like, now it's not enough to do my own performance that I've been working on for years. Now I have to create this new art, which is the content.
Yeah.
Because it is art,
Yeah,
you know, like it's a lot of time and thinking on how to put those reels in those videos. So you got to do it, but it also takes your time and your energy.
Yeah, I'm probably not the best at it, to be honest. Like Teeps has had conversations with us about posting more, but I guess it's the whole marketing myself. Like I'm not really good at it, I guess, and it's probably something that I do need to get better at. But like putting myself out there, and I guess like what that lady was saying, just like having to make this other content on top of your content that you're already making, like fuck, that's a lot of stuff to do and to remember. Like you almost need like, you know, 8 arms, and you need like, you're like making the music, then you're making content, and you have to keep up with social media, and then you
reply.
have to and reply. Fuck, I mean, sorry, I'm so bad at replying. I can't keep up with replying to people. I don't even reply to my funnel. I don't forget to reply to my.
You do voice recordings.
There you go.
I can't be bothered typing.
I'm not about that life. Bro, my sister does that to me. I'm like, oh my god, this is annoying.
Yeah.
Important though, eh?
Yeah, oh gosh, you know, and I'm still not the best at it either. I'm still not the best at it either.
But you hit your lives every now and then. You start those lives, which is cool.
The lives help. Yeah, lives help just because people, I don't know, especially if they're following you and they want to know what you're up to, basically. And I'm not the best at talking when it comes to creating, because that's where my focus is. But that's what a lot of people want to see, how you actually came up with stuff. But I think, you know, back to devices and phones and stuff, like I made probably one of the most important songs of Coupe with the iPad. And, you know, I guess when you look at an iPad, you look at it like it's a toy. You know, I just have a play, you know, like you play some games on the iPad, but depends how you approach what it is, because I believe that's a weapon, you know, that I weaponized that and created something that will be around forever and teach people forever. And, you know, and I just looked at it and I was like, man, I made another song, Aotearoa, you know, on my second album, Heritage Trail. No one even knows that I made those on an iPad. But when they say you made it on an iPad, they'll never believe you. Like, it's on an iPad. How'd you make that on an iPad? It sounds way mean to be an iPad. But it's just like a video game, you know. If you look at it like a game, then you're gonna treat it like a game. But if you think about what you can do with it, you know, you can do, you know, those are 2 of my proudest songs I've ever made. And so, you know, one has a ideal verse and one is the history of, so, you know, when I perform those songs, it comes back to me, you know, like, man, I sat there pushing buttons on the iPad. But it's just the attitude towards what a device is, you know. Is it a toy? Is it a tool? You know, like, I believe it's a tool, and if you use it properly, you can reach the world from your pocket.
And we were talking to a friend this afternoon, because we're running some new projects. Finally, the festivals that we want to tap into so much. Cool. Now it's happening. Yeah, we got some cool announcements. Taylor will look at me saying if I can or I cannot say yet, but maybe I will. And he was just saying how about the Maori content, because we were telling him, he was like, man, you guys are massive, eh? Like he saw our numbers because we got the data and the statistics. And we were just telling him how organically, by being interested in Maori history, because for Taylor and I, coming from Brazil, we're much more interested and the people that we can relate to. We had enough of colonizers, you know, like we're the same, you know, like the Portuguese fucked us over as much as the English did to Maori people here. Like, so we got this connection. We want to know, we want to learn. So we're just bringing these stories to the show.
Yeah.
And then he said, well, but if you look in a global scenario, like that's gold, like that's very good, attractive content, especially for other overseas.
Yep.
People overseas. Sometimes in New Zealand, people kind of take it for granted the power of Maori culture online. And he was saying, cool that it was organically and it's happening, but like it's powerful, man, because people look up to New Zealand, people look up to Aotearoa and the representation of the Maori people. So when Tipene says like, oh, be out there, do that, like there's this element that it's beautiful already for you guys, that it's just happening, that there will be a connection, that there will be people very interested to listen to you guys because of where you're from and because of what you're doing, for sure.
This is the future of our music industries right here. You know, they're gonna contribute big time. Because I don't believe, you know, even if I wasn't here, that they'd be stopped doing music. I think if anything, I put a bit of gas in it and got you there a little bit quicker. But I believe you were always gonna find your way. You know, so I think that it's powerful. And I think that's probably the next step in terms of approach as well, is that reo Māori stuff and te ao Māori, the Māori world view, the Māori knowledge empowered me big time, you know. People say, you know, my music is great and it's cool and informative and all of those things, but that's come from learning from our tipuna. So, you know, you tap into that, it's man, it's unlimited really. And I think that I feel like grateful to be able to, you know, touch on that and just keep growing it, and trying to inspire that. Obviously it's everyone else's choice, it's your own choice which way you want to go, but when I hear, you know, especially where Chance is writing and the space that he's in, and some of the newer stuff, knowing about, you know, Te Paea with Kapa Haka and just that power that's the untapped power that our culture has, you know, and that's what because it's so pure and it's so well. What am I trying to say? People receive it well because it's all love. You know, it's about love. It's about embracing. It's about all of those things that you know we long for as human beings, man. You know, it's manaki, it's kai, because I love kai, but you know, all of those things and tools and just the natural world is the biggest classroom out there, you know. So yeah, I'm excited for what's to come. This next double album release is the beginning of something that I'm excited to be a part of. Yeah,
man. Chance, we had Hori on the show, man. That was me. Had a good chat with the bro, and he said something that I was thinking for a while. He was saying that when he was young, being Maori was not cool. You know, that he was not proud of. You know, like he had no interest. He was actually, in a way, trying to hide that or trying to look the other way. You know, like, how was your connection, man, with who you are, with your culture growing up? Like,
it was different because none of my close family members, they really speak the reo. But that, my old man, it was always like it was a feeling, eh? Like he always had this feeling, like he couldn't speak it, but his intention was always right. Like when it came to our culture, and I was never not proud to be Māori. I was always proud because my old man's like, you have to be proud, no matter what. Be proud of who you are. And I wasn't really present in my family, but at school, like I wanted to learn our history, and I think, and that, you know, with Matua Mike and learning these things almost made me feel distant towards just school, you know. I felt like I was being lied to in a way. You know, like I wanted to know more. but I wasn't getting more. I wanted to learn about myself, but where is it? You know, I'm learning about World War II. Like, what happened in my backyard? You know what I mean? And always proud to be, you know, Māori, of course. But yeah, I wasn't. Coming here was different. You know, growing up here was different. It wasn't that present. I think Matua Mike was the first senior Māori teacher at our school, and that was at my time. You know, so I was pretty lucky to have that, and he was a big help for me. But yeah.
Man. That's it,
I don't
man.
know,
Wow,
man.
yeah, powerful.
Yeah. I just always wanted to learn more, but there wasn't anything there for me to learn. You know what I mean? I couldn't go to the English history class and learn that. I had to go back home and I had to ask my kuias and my korus. I had to ask, you know, my old man's, you know, old man to learn about these things. And here, like, it didn't feel present. There wasn't much Māori things or many faces. But, yeah, that's it.
We talked about that before, Te Paea, but I guess you're one of those cool humans that bring new perspectives to the table every now and then, which what we're supposed to do. You know, some people say you changed. Yeah, we're supposed to.
Yeah.
We're supposed to change. We're evolving. We're constantly evolving. So how is your take on the culture and the way that you see it now? You know, I guess every time we see it differently. Ona.
Yeah, like I guess like what Chance was saying, like when I went to school as well, I felt like it was a bit like a bit plastic. Oh, no, not plastic. Like, but like not a lot of opportunities to learn about ourselves, I guess.
Yeah.
And that was kind of hard for me, and like it made me a little bit resentful and angry at like some of the teachers and at the schooling system for not like giving us those opportunities. I was like, bro, why are we learning this when I don't even know about myself? And like, you know, but I think I've like gotten better at yes, understanding myself and like I have a want to learn Māori now. Like I guess when I was at school I wanted to learn Māori, but I was like, oh, you know, I'll do it when I'm older. You know, like everyone has their time and I'll just do it later. But I think like watching that Hori when he came, or Hori, when he came and did his comedy show, I was like, fuck, it gave me a bit of like inspiration to start learning now. And I was like, oh, this is kind of, I think this is what I needed, because when he was talking Māori, I think it kind of helped me. And when he talks, he's like got this like whole identity, and I'm like, oh, that's what I want. Like I feel like if I start learning Māori, then I'll know myself a little bit better.
Not an easy journey, Tipene, to tap into a language that probably Kiwis were supposed to learn fluently as English, and then you have to go through a journey to learn.
Yeah, well, you already kind of developed your habits as an adult. Like when you're a lot older and you're used to something, you know, speaking English. I still don't even speak English that good, because there's a lot of things in English that are just like, hey, it doesn't even make sense. But in saying that, yeah. But there's a lot more adults going back to kura now. I'm going back again. I had a few stints. Started in kura kaupapa, but quite similar to Chance's dad. You know, we might not be fluent Reo speakers, but we're strong understanders of tikanga and how things are. And my dad was like your dad. I said it in one of my songs, like he couldn't speak te reo. Wairua, because he picked up on everything by the feel, and that's how he was, and he understood roles at the marae. He understood, you know, why karakia was, how powerful it is, why you give without expecting to receive. All these things, that values that you're taught, they translate well in Te Ao Māori, and these things that you gravitate towards, your wairua gravitates towards without even knowing too much what things are called, you know. But yeah, it's a real natural way to flow. Like it's way easier to love than it is to anything else. So yeah, everything comes from aroha, and uplifting. Yeah, so I guess it's difficult because what Paea and Chance are talking about is that colonization and that the institutionalization and that programming, that we have to be a certain way and we have to fall in and do these certain things, learn about things that not necessarily are linked to us, but it was one of the big colonizing tools, you know, was the education system, still is the education system. And I had a similar journey to both of them actually at school. We're learning about Romeo and Juliet, you know, and I was like, what the hell is that, bro? Like, they don't look like us, sound like us, talk like us. I don't get it. But yeah, I learned more on the marae and talking to my nannies and, you know, listening to them and trying to just tune into what was happening. Because history about our people just sparked me in the same way they're talking about. It's fueling and you're just like, fire up, man. I feel like I feel this is quite powerful to learn and to be able to apply it. And I use music as a way to do that. And I went through teachers training as well, and I learned about all these things, and I was like, that's why it didn't work, you know? That's why this stuff didn't work for me, man. And I understood that the power that I have as a musician, as an educator, as a learner, to be able to impart as soon as I learn. I impart the knowledge as soon as I learn, I impart it. And that's contributing, you know, to this problem that we're talking about, man, is, yeah, so I'm going to keep doing that. Yeah, keep doing that. Do it in a powerful way. Yeah.
Shout out to Matua Mike that you mentioned. Paea Seasons.
Paea Cindy, yeah, Paea Jean.
Paea Jean.
Yeah, man, they all upholding, and there's been a lot of the old Māori teachers in that coulda over the time. But yeah, I hope there's some more.
There's more.
yeah, I hope there's more.
We got a message here for us, Taylor, on the live chat. Suizo, I think when you were talking about the artist, he said Nancy Sinatra, the rap professor, and then DJ Danny L. Tipene's last album and EP, both two of my favorite projects in the past few years, relevant and powerful messages. He came to Christchurch a few weeks back and killed it. Respect. Definitely gonna, and he also said, I definitely gonna check out Chance and Te Paea. Cool to hear the Hangatari perspective. Yeah. Thanks, bro. Oh, there you
We
go.
might need to go down to Christchurch.
I think you guys are
going
gonna get a gig there in Christchurch,
Yeah.
man. Shoot, let's go. That's awesome. So, collabs. You were saying that it's cool when people are good and they're doing the thing and they can represent themselves. But the hip hop world, it's full of collabs and they are valuable. They help, right? So you help in a cool way of the word, like in the best way of the word, of putting energies together. And this is a massive collab already here happening. But have you got more in the pot, Tipene? Are there more things? Like, are you brewing? Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. This music. Oh, yeah, I've got so much music that, you know, that I'll be releasing soon after Chance and Te Paea do their thing. But you know, that December the 2nd show is about celebrating their journey, and it's quite cool because I know that I'm going to get more fire from it. Yeah, and I'm applying the fire as soon as I get it. You know what I mean? Like it's that thing, it's energy. But yeah, a lot of collabs with producers, with singers, artists, really kaupapa driven artists. What I mean by that is everything we've been talking about. You know, these artists, and you have an identity and you represent yourself in a way that has mana. Yeah. Those kinds of artists, and you know, inspire me, and I'm always looking for something new too, because I just love music, man. You know, I just love music, and if you ever ask me, you know, like, why do I do music? It's because I love it and I want to share that love, really. And it sounds a bit cheeseball, but it is. I still love it the same way. You know, if it's growing, if anything. So yeah, collabs are very important like that because we all have energy, and everyone's got momentum and they're doing things and it's exciting. And when you're hitting and you're riding on that level, you know that you hit your pen is banging. You know, it's on. And I would say if anyone's watching this who are artists, you know, whether it be hip hop, R&B, soul, acoustic, these two, they got it, man. They got it. You know, they got it.
Chance, were you nominated for a prize or something like that, bro?
Yeah, I don't.
That's me.
I don't know if I can talk about that.
But like, you were running for
Nominated, though.
it. You were nominated.
Yeah,
right?
nominated.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
What's the prize, bro? What is it? What's that to me, man?
The prize. I don't know.
It's emerging
artist under 25.
Yeah.
When are we gonna find out, Tipene? Do you know?
When? Yeah, a couple of weeks, as far as I know. A couple of weeks. But we'll post it on Chance's page. You know what's going on there.
That's the main nomination, brother.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks. It was quite buzzy how it came along, dude. Because I didn't even know if I was put forward for it. This fella just done it.
Let me just say something. I there's not much out in the music industry that excites me in a lot in ways that is in a real way other than sonically what it sounds like. Because I think there's a lot of great music out there and it sounds good, but you know, music with depth, you know, that has that sort of emotion, and man, that's powerful, man. I can't wait for the world to hear. And I just like, man, when you know something's as powerful as it is, you got to act on it, man. You know, I'm like, well, let's just put it forward. You know, and you know, he's a finalist for that award, and yeah, in my book, he deserves that. You know, but we'll find out in a couple of weeks.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
We'll make an announcement here, man. If you take that,
Cheers.
Altbays will
Thank you, bro.
plug that for you, man. Good luck, bro. That's
Yeah.
epic. And again, just to be nominated,
Yeah.
that's already a prize. That's already epic.
Just to be recognized for the music is awesome, man. Like, well, there's nights in a dark room, in a dark room, and then just to be recognized is awesome, man. Straight up.
How comfortable do you guys feel to give us some lines?
Some lines.
Ooh, something. It's up to you, man. Do you want to do it? Altbays is like that, man. It's on the go.
It's a Paea's king.
And we don't muck around here, bro. Right, Tipene?
I reckon there's some rap, bro.
Oh, gee.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you know.
Yeah, well, yeah. I guess I can do the first verse.
Do it, man.
2023, the 17th of February, the day you came in my life, the first day I got to see my son take his first breath, a teardrop from my eye, 5 to the 55 on the clock, and that was the time, praying this day would come, had this sensation feeling my chest, emotionally be running deep, 14 hours up in the chair, your mama made me so happy, I could tell her I'm proud, you laying there on the chest, and I made a vow to myself, I'll be there when you need me, when you need love, be there when you down and you just need a little hug, be the best that I could be, give you all that I can, teach from my tribulations of how to become a man. Only be 22, got the world inside of my hands. Future all in my palm. Grateful to be your dad. You smile and I smile right back. You laugh and I laugh right back. Through anything that we go through, just know that I got your back. I'll be there when you need me.
Keep going, G. You're killing me.
One more, bro. One more voice, man. You started, man. You got us going.
Oh, shit. Couldn't explain the pressure, didn't know what to expect. Hoping that I'd be worthy. And I said I couldn't rest. Maybe it was too early. Feeling like I ain't ready. Purpose turned to a bird of powers waiting on me heavy. Close my eyes to cut a kill. It'll show me the way. Ground the strength of the bar by the water. I sit and pray. Shit. Damn.
Beautiful, bro.
Yeah, my man.
No, I'm not doing anything, right? Not after that.
Yeah.
That's where you plug the show and you say, hey, December the 2nd.
December the 2nd. Monkey House.
Yeah.
Come down. We got physical copies down there of our albums. Exclusive. But yeah,
Signed photos,
sign.
live performance, special guests, and all
Special
of that.
guests.
Yeah.
I'm excited about these special guests.
It's funny because they don't
Yeah,
even, they
that
don't even know
sounds
who
so
the special guests
cheesy.
are because that's how
Whoa.
special it is. Hey, I'm just gonna,
But yeah,
Man.
Altbays.
Altbays, eh?
Altbays, baby. Altbays, baby.
Want to do something to Paea?
No, I'm good. You're just gonna have to come down and watch me.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'll take that.
it's
I'll take
enticing.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Tickets are on eventfinder.co.nz, bro.
There you go.
Yeah, double album release party. Yeah, man.
Have I got some more here, Taylor? Is that what it is? Or no? Yes? Yeah? Shout out to Taylor behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Hey,
Taylor.
the show wouldn't happen
bro.
without that guy, man.
Brains of the operation right
the
there.
boss.
Yeah.
The boss. Matt Darby, is that the one? A bunch of hearts. A lot of hearts. Matt Darby? There you go. Thanks, bro. Did I have I missed something? Oh, that's it? That's awesome.
Hearty.
It's alive, eh? The people are tuning in. People are watching. That's awesome. Paea, good to have you back, man.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool to be here.
We did some cool shows together, eh?
Yeah. I don't remember a lot of them, to be honest.
That was the
but-
original show, right? Like, Paea was a co-host on the original.
That's right.
Do you remember what episode?
Just make it up. You
early,
don't know what
man.
it is either.
20. 22? No. Oh, no. The one that they did together.
was-
Tipene. I think it was 8 or 12. But I could be wrong. Taylor will check.
Early days. Man,
Early
look at
days,
this
early
spot
days.
now. This is like, whoa.
18? I know.
There it is. There.
Not even close. It wasn't 8 there. Yeah, 18. Yeah. I guess what was happening there, bro? Were you had the album. I think I saw you in Hamilton.
Bro, you came to that show.
Oh, that was one of the coolest things I've seen in Aotearoa in 10 years.
Oh, wow.
There was that show, that vibe, what happened there, just the energy, and the people. Dave Rhodes was there, like beautiful friends. I met some of your friends. Four Corners, fuck, what the hell? Four
Yeah.
Corners, what a show.
Legendary, man. Four Corners,
Legendary.
legendary.
Hope we can bring them to the show one day.
Well, one
Four
day,
Corners.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
That would be cool. But yeah,
Yeah.
what an experience, say, like when you are in a space that there's a lot going on, it's not just the gig. Of course, you go for the gig, for the music, but then there's a celebration there.
Bro, it's all about that. It's the sharing love. Like, yeah, I shared this. I can't even remember where. I think it might have been in the classroom. You know, every song I've written up to this point is all love songs. The whole lot of them are love songs. That's you know, whether it be West Side Hori to Kupe to Tauranga Moana, Ariki, all of them. Any song that you hear in mine, it is a love song in some sort of way, and that's what the world needs more of, man. It's our jobs. We got to give hope. Hey, you are hope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Feeling good, bro? That was epic.
Let's go, man. Yeah.
Just like if we do it again.
Straight up, man. This fella's got bars for days. Like, this is your time to shine, brother. Yeah.
Looking forward to Auckland, to Paea.
Yeah, actually I am.
Yeah.
Getting it, I think it'd be cool to go up there and train up there and meet some new people and have a new experience. So yeah, I'm excited. Although it may not look like it, I am very excited about it.
That's her
Yeah.
excited face.
This is my this is my excited face.
New life, eh?
Yeah.
You're gonna learn heaps.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like it's just gonna be cool. Everything's new. I am, to be honest, I'm pretty nervous about it, but I think it'll be cool. I'm more excited than I am nervous, so I think that's what
Good.
helps.
What was the average age of that team that you met?
Bro, like everyone's like, I think I'm like on the older end. Everyone's like 20, 21, 22.
There would have been like what, 10, 15, like I don't
Maybe
even,
like 12 maybe.
Yeah.
Wow.
they were all super
Yeah.
young, eh?
Everyone's super young there.
So it's about the
Yeah.
conversation. It's about the korero. Like you go to open space for conversations. Is that what it is, or you go with a focus like that are specific themes and things that you're going to talk about with the children in the schools?
I think it's gonna be more about like just sharing my like I guess everybody shares their story and how they deal the like ways to deal with mental health and stuff. But the Gumboot Friday Foundation, they actually provide free counselling for rangatahi all over Aotearoa, and I think he was saying that it's like $8 million every year to run that run
Operation.
the operations of that.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of money, and like all of that comes out of like donations and fundraising and stuff that goes towards that. So I think that's pretty cool.
Man,
Yeah.
It's huge.
big step.
Oh, look, you know, it makes sense that that's the next step for Paea. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, man, like powerful. Yeah. It's a good team too, support team. The energy's young, active. And Mike King's a visionary, man, and he's been doing this kaupapa for so long, and it's working. It's working, you know. It's working out there. That's what we all want to do, make a difference, and to Paea being part of a team like that, yeah, I couldn't even planned it better than that, you know. I couldn't even drawn a better picture than that. So,
Congratulations, team! What an opportunity! What a privilege for us. For the Altbays Whanau to have you guys here, you know, like just before like the
before we blow
storm
up.
hit.
No.
Well, no, because you guys are gonna
Believe it.
blow up, and we're like, well, they came first to the Altbays. Sorry.
blow up out of a container. Let's get.
So just some quick notes here before we finish. 2nd of December, Monkey House in Whitianga. Molly and Casper, shout out. Beautiful couple bringing amazing performances and beautiful things happening in town. So thanks to them, and thank you guys for putting this show together. I'm really looking forward to it. That's going to be fun. Congratulations.
Cheers.
So buy the ticket, bring $20 to buy the CD. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. What time? Do you guys know? What time? Ish, afternoon-ish, evening, maybe?
Evening, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna say 8.
Cool. It might
Yeah.
be like doors around 6 or 7, I would say, and then you
Yeah.
guys hit around 8. That
Yeah.
we can double check, but we'll put the info.
But
on
it's
the
limited
social
tickets
media.
because they can only hold so much in there. Yeah, I think that's like a fire hazard if you have too many people in there. But you know, the fire will be already in there.
Yes.
Try.
Hey,
I was waiting for that. Pow.
So yeah,
Anyway,
get your tickets. Don't miss out. Base Pizzeria, shout out. Karen McLeod, thank you very much for the pictures. So now you guys will see some of our
Yeah, thank you.
beautiful social media posts with some professional photos from Karen McLeod. I'm looking forward to it. That's going to be awesome. Thank you so much. No pressure, no pressure. Is it time now for us to ask for some rides from the teacher? I guess it's time, eh? for
Yeah,
us to-
definitely.
Come on, bro. No pressure, it's Empire. Speaking of no
Oh,
pressure.
Let's go.
oh man. Jeez.
Oh, sorry, Tipene. Just one thing that is very important. So from this Thursday, Altbays will be giving double passes to Coro Classic. So if you want to see
How do you enter? Because I want tickets.
So we'll put more info on our social media, but watching the show, we're going to do some special things during the show, and then people will be into it's not going to, we don't know yet, but we're going to give double passes every Thursday. Is that right? Oh my God. Sublime with Rome and a bunch of cool Coterie. I'll get all the whole lineup.
Oh, are they gonna be there?
Coterie.
Look at me with my French.
I think it's like trying to pronounce it like a Māori.
Say it again, Tapaya, because
They grew up in Aussie.
Yeah, it's coterie. Is it coterie?
They say coterie.
It used to mean too.
Yes, it's a massive lineup. Hey, they're just
They are cool. They're killing it too. At the
Yes.
And there's like an act that hasn't
Oh
been
man, what am I
announced yet, too.
doing? They're the back cover of Coromine, man. God damn, kid.
Plug it, bro.
I got them all here. Look, Coromine magazine, beautiful community magazine project. If you want to write for Coromine, coromine.nz, hello@coromine.nz. You can send your stories.
And rhymes.
We'll publish. And rhymes. That would be cool.
True.
Hey, yeah, bro. So here we are, Coro Classic. We got Sublime with Rom,
Is it coterie?
Coterie,
Yeah.
Coterie.
Coterie.
Alchemist.
Coterie.
That's me now. That's me now.
They're killing it.
Alchemist, Baby Rainbow, No Cigar. No Cigar is an epic band. Eden Burns, The Butlers, Becky B, Casey Henderson, Harrison Juppe. That's a cool name. Sammy W, Relocates, Maddie and Buttermilk, Lucy, Frank on Tap, Mad Rapids, DJ Sunray, HOD.
Whoa,
Man,
whoa,
DJ,
DJ Sunray.
Yeah, man.
That's games.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Cracked it.
Yeah. So this is going to be fun. Yeah. So from Thursday, well, you guys are always watching Altbays anyway, so now you can get a double pass. There you go.
I wondered how it would be if we all spoke to them. The energy, the motor, yeah, there's something real. The pedigree we come from's not like any other. Papati moti kare tu pana kere tanga. It makes me wonder how a brother can contribute more. Back to our final, to the people of Aotearoa. My superpower I discovered deep inside of me. Carving co-papa driven rhymes be the odyssey. Honest hiding us sharing spaces with beautiful humans. I'm so inspired and it makes me feel like I can do it. I'm talking about that legacy I'm leaving for my kids, yeah. To watch them learn and grow, there's nothing else that compares. When I'm a dusty photo on the wall and Alpha they knew we. Would they even know it all about the potholes and the struggles? I find no head to juggle all the pieces when we mahiranga ho match to the puzzle. Warm fucker papa cuddles, I feet to say we love you. Language of our manu, mic in hand, replace the patu pie. They walk among us. Yes, I can feel the mana. Turangi and Papa, Tino Rangatira Tanga. Waya to be Marongoa. Māori culture meets hip-hop culture. That's the hononga. Indigenous knowledge on the forefront, feel me flow. No connection, it's the reason they don't grow. But MCs act like they don't know.
God damn.
Yeah. We'll leave it for the next album. Aye.
Whoa. So next time you guys are back, we're gonna have this stage set up over there. That's the next project.
Let's do it.
It's happening.
That'd be awesome.
First
It's
one on a
happening.
tiny disc.
Yeah, we'll take you guys
I
straight
would
there.
do that. Like for real,
Yeah?
I would do that.
100%.
We might have to get the band for that, say to Paea. Ooh.
Some
I
strip
might have a
back.
band by then.
Yeah. For sure. Come on, guys. Last words. Drop it like it's hot.
Thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you, bro.
Set up. Been talking about it for a long time.
Yeah.
But glad to be here. Thank you so much for sharing the space. Teeps, the mans, to Paea. Thank you.
Also the mans. No.
Oh.
You alright?
And thank you too so much. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Straight up. Altbays, baby.
Altbays,
Yeah.
Old babies.
Altbays, baby.
Oh yeah. Thank you again for having us. Like this is mean, and thanks Taylor, and thank you Karen for taking some photos as well. I'm sure they turn out great. And thank you Teeps for helping us along the way. Thanks Chance for
Thank you.
being Chance. And yeah. Come down and watch our show at the Monkey House on the 2nd of December. We're going to have our albums there, and yeah, it's going to be a good time. And then we're going to get lit afterwards. So come down and have some fun.
Ooh, I like that.
Hell yeah. I've got a lot of pride right now. Altbays is growing. Look at this, man. Proud of you, man. I remember the vision. You're doing it, man. You're doing it. Taylor, psst. Karen, we need some photos for, press photos. Just saying, link that up. We'll link that up. Want to say I'm just so proud of Paea and Chance and where you're at the moment in life with your music. And yeah, I think you have no idea what you're about to do, but we'll be here witnessing. We'll be like, yeah, let's go. And just thank you to the Whitianga community, especially Aotearoa Hip-Hop. I didn't grow up here. Obviously I'm from Flaxmere, but I came into this place like 3 years ago. I feel like it was 3 years ago. And it's a home. It's a home. I've created, actually been welcomed into a beautiful family here. And yeah, so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the learnings. The song Coupe wouldn't have happened if I didn't come here. Yeah, a lot of songs wouldn't have happened if I didn't come here. Probably the last 2 albums, probably. Yeah, I can say that quite confidently. So it's a very powerful place to write and create. Grateful for that, and grateful for Altbays, grateful for, the opportunities. Yeah, that's me.
Thanks, team. We'll bring it back.
Thank you.
We'll bring it back. We haven't even started yet, eh, bro?
Bruh.
Woo. I'll see you on Thursday with Mary Bell. She's going to teach us some breath work. So important. And we're going to have Petra Campbell back, our dear Petra, coming to co-host the show. So I'll see you on Thursday. Ka kite.